Magic friends!
Hello.
I'm not going to tell you that this week's trick is a doozy because every week's trick is a motherfucking doozy. But this one teaches you the psychology of magic, particularly conditioning. That's a word that most magicians don't even know that they're using when they perform. But let me not ham up the trick anymore. Here's the performance. Here's a strange card trick. By that I mean, I'm not going to ask you to pick a card. I'm going to take the first 4 hearts out of the pack. And we'll use the first 4 hearts and take them out like this. Now, I don't always leave them in order, but I like to show you that all of them are there, from ace to 4 of hearts. We'll mix up the cards just a little bit, and then if we turn it this way, the ace turns face down. If we turn it a second time, the 2 turns face down. You know what's going to happen if we turn it the third time? The 3 turns face down. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. If we don't turn it, what happens? Then nothing turns face down. But if we turn it a 4th time, then the 4 turns face down. We'll mix up the cards a little and we'll make the order random. And if we turn it the other way, what do you think happens? Actually, nothing happens, except for the fact that the backs of the cards have completely changed. And so is the deck.
I'm confused because I never went to school.
Now you can see why I call it a surprise card trick, but basically it's a color changing deck. Now, this is an old concept in magic and there are millions and millions of effects like it. But this one just happens to be my favorite because you don't have to break your back practicing for 6 years to get it right. There's nothing knuckle busting about it. And you know what? The technique and the whole procedure is solid. Just like my poos. So let's get to the tutorial. Okay guys, this is not knuckle busting, but pay fucking attention. Otherwise you will fuck this up. It's more of a remembering the order of things kind of trick. So, what you need to set this whole thing up, you need an odd box and then a full deck of odd colored cards that mismatch the box, and then 1 stranger card. I use the hearts and we'll use the 4. Okay, so the stranger 4 of hearts, and then obviously you need the pack to consist of the first 4 hearts, like I said in the, there's another 2 of hearts, whatever. There's 3, okay, yeah. Alright, so you need, like I said, odd colored deck and the first 4 of any suit, and then a matching stranger card that matches the 4 of that suit. So how you set it up is very simple. You put the stranger card on top so that the deck looks blue, obviously, and then you disperse these evenly amongst the pack. I find it looks more believable that way. And then you don't have to resort to things like false shuffling and all that nonsense. And then you put the deck away. Now remember, all of these are dispersed. They're not in the front like this. All of these are dispersed. You put it in the box, and then you simply use it as an opener. So you pull out the cards out the box, you throw the box down. Now, the psychology is that they see the blue box, they see the blue pack. Now you've started implanting that seed that this pack is blue. They're going to take it for granted. You should never say, look at this blue pack of cards, because then... So you just take out the cards and you turn them over and you say, we need the first 4. And then you look through the pack and you get the first 4. Then you turn it over like this and you get a break, either with a pinky break or whatever you prefer doing. you don't even need to know a pinky break, because you can just do that while you're talking. I mean, you can bow tie the deck, and you can do that while you're talking about them. So you've got a break under the top card. Then you put it down from 4. So you go 4, 3, 2, and 1. You close them together above the break, and then you grab the whole pack in a biddle grip and you turn the pack over. And now these cards provide cover for the fact that the pack is actually red. So you use that pack as a cover to turn the deck over, and it looks brilliant, right? Now, you hold it in a biddle grip. A biddle grip is the short ends with the index, or not the index, the middle and thumb, the middle finger and thumb. These two middle fingers, that's a biddle grip, right? Now you know that you've stolen this 4 off the bottom. So you count it by pulling the cards off the top and holding the rest of the cards like this. You go ace, 2, 3, and then now you know the 4 is a double card, but you don't show them. You pinch it between your thumb and fingers there. So you go 3, 4, and you hold the double there. Then you put, now this comes to the remembering part of things. So remember what I said. So you take the top 2 cards, the 3 and the 4, and you put them in between the ace and the 2. So you take the top cards and put them in between the bottom 2 cards. That's all you need to do. You use the excuse that you're shuffling it. I like to do this. You don't have to do that. You can do this, whatever you want to do. I don't know. Magic isn't real. So, shh. Nobody knows. So now you're left in the position where you can do another biddle count by just stripping off the top cards. And then you'll be in a position, you do the same thing. You count them off one at a time like this. Then you'll notice that it looks like now you've got a double here as well. This is a double card. But you'll notice that when you pull it off, it would appear as if the ace is turned face down. This is when you pinch it with this thumb, because this is 2 cards, remember? You pinch it and you say the ace turned face down. You square it up. What makes this so lovely is you just do that again. Whatever move you want to do, I like to do this. Then you just do the same count again by peeling off the top cards. And it would appear that the second one turned face down. But now you know this is a double. Again, it's a double. But they don't know that. So when you do the count and you pinch it, looks like the 2 turn face down. You do the same thing again, and the 3 turns face down, right? Now, if you want to do the display that I did earlier in the trick, okay, I like to do it because it breaks up the monotony of the routine. So then I like to say, what happens if I don't do that, or whatever move you like to do? Then I do an Ascanio spread, which looks like this, which makes it look like all of them are face up. Now, how you do it, I did do it on my other tutorial, but I'll go through it again. How you do it is you take the pack like this and you peel the top card off with your thumb, and then move all the cards. These are all the cards over here. You move all the cards, you peel the top card off, you move all the cards to the left. Then you use these fingers here to pull the bottom cards out like this, one at a time. And then this card's a double, but they don't know that. You hold it as if it's not a double. So let's go again. You pull off the top card, then you use these fingers to pull off the bottom one, then the second bottom one, and you pinch it like this. And then these cards will be 2 cards, but they won't know that. So at speed, it looks like this. Okay, so nothing happened, you say. You do the Ascanio spread, then you do whatever subtlety you want to do, and then you do the count again. Peeling off the top cards, knowing that the last card's obviously a double, but they don't know that, and then you pinch it like that. And you say, okay, the 4 is turned over, but now comes another part where you must pay attention again. Here's another part where you pick up the double here. Now, when it comes to the 4, this is the last move. You turn over the last card, which is the blue 4. So it follows, but then you take this double after you've turned over the blue 4, because you've done the count and it looks like this. You turn over the blue 4, and then you take this double and you put it on the bottom. Okay, then you take the 4 off. Now, watch carefully, kids. You pull the bottom card like this. It's called a buckle. You put a buckle in the card, making sure you keep your finger here so that they don't see the buckle, folks. Remember, this finger is covered. Now you do the buckle and you put the card second from the bottom. You buckle the bottom card and you put that card above the bottom card and you push it in like this and you square all of them. And that gets you set for the last transformation. And all that is it's the same count again, but this time you pinch this double, nothing is face down, but when you turn it over, it appears as if all the cards are blue, but obviously because the last card's the double, this card, because the last card's the double, they can't, when you pinch it normally, you can grip it like in a biddle grip, where you grip all the cards. This is the easiest way to display. You can do whatever you want and change the color, and then you show the rest of the pack has changed the color as well. Now, when it comes to performance, you square these up. If you don't want anyone to obviously examine the pack or whatever, you just square them up like this, and you carry on with the trick, knowing that the bottom card is the stranger card. So you can gambler's cop it off. You can do a bottom palm where you palm it off, whatever you want to do. Or if you want to, you can go into a stranger card trick with the 4 of hearts, but I wouldn't recommend it. And that's that. All you have to do is steal off one card. And if you can't steal off one card, and you want to learn more basics in Magic, please comment below, so that, like, if you want to learn anything, I will teach you. And I won't ask you to go to my Patreon account and give me so many dollars a month just to teach you stuff you can do at home. Why would I do that? So, like and subscribe, and I hope you have as much fun as I did doing this trick.
Hello.
It may come as an unpleasant shock to you, Michelle, but I'm not scared of black cats, Friday the 13th, or walking under ladders.